Oxman and KSI Press Hunter Jack Shore, who returns to action this weekend at UFC Long Island against Ricky Simone. Jack, how are you?
Yes, very good, Al. Very good. We're back again, fight week again. So yeah, feeling good.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually getting used to these fight week interviews. It's not bad, not bad.
It's almost a ritual at this point, isn't it? So yeah, as long as we keep winning, we'll keep doing them.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. How's New York?
Yeah, good. I've been here now 4 days. It's Monday today. I think I've been here since Thursday, late Thursday. We got in with like flight delays and stuff like that. But yeah, it's good. We're settled in nice. The people here are really nice. Popped over to the Big Apple yesterday to see some sights. But now it's fight week. We're settled in the Horse Hotel, and now it's all business.
Awesome, awesome. Are you doing anything fun for New York, or is it just business?
No, I mean, like we said, we popped over to like Times Square and stuff like that yesterday, just to break the week up a little bit and just give the mind a rest from the fight and just a change of scenery, rather than being stuck in like an hotel room all day. But now I'm in the Horst Hotel, I won't go far. It'll be sort of train, do my bits the UFC want me to do, relax, train again, and with a little bit of food mixed in, and then obviously count down to weigh-in day and fight day.
You got some working at Ray Longo's gym. How was that?
Yeah, it was really, really good. Aljo sort of tweeted out there that we were welcome to go and train at Ray's. My old man got in touch with the gym manager, Steve, who also put us in touch with Ray. And it was just great to be over there. Obviously didn't do no sparring or any work with anyone over there. They were just kind enough to let us sort of use the facility. But just a legendary place. You got people like Sterling and Weidman and Matt Serra plastered all over the walls. Ray Longo himself is there, who's a legend of the game, legendary coach, produced so many champions. So it's just great to be there. And it had everything that I imagined a New York gym would have, in terms of atmosphere, people there just grafting, nothing fancy, nothing too special, just people there working hard. And it was a pleasure to be able to use the mat. So, yeah, Ray was a gentleman as well. Was very, very kind, had some nice words to say about us. And, even that just sums up, Ray even offered us a key. If you guys want to come here on Sunday, let me know and I'll get a key over to you. So yeah, great to be in there. It's been a nice change, rather than like when I went to Vegas last time, we were training at the PI in the morning, and then like we'd be training in the car park in the afternoon. So it was really nice to get over there and get some good work in.
Awesome, awesome. So I wanted to ask you about your weight cut last time because I saw some pictures of you in London. You look like fucking death. So I wanted to know, did you have a rough weight cut last time?
Yeah, it was a bit of a rough weight cut, but to tell you the truth, Al, like you can see it now. I mean, like I'm just one of those when my weight gets to like a certain number, it just comes off my face. How like everyone goes on about Paddy at the minute where his face, when he puts weight on, it all goes to his face. I'm one of those, like when I lose weight, it all comes off my face. So I do just want people to know, like the last two fights before London, I looked exactly the same. It was just the fact that I had to wear a mask. So the fact that my last like 3 fights I've been able to wear a mask has sort of hid my face. But like if I come in, like you can see my cheekbones now, my cheeks. I'm just unlucky that it comes. Whenever I come down, like within about like 2.5 sort of 2 weeks of the fight, my missus, she noticed it, like obviously being with me every day. She says straight away, she's like, your face is drawing in. Like I can she can pretty much like guess my weight based on how I look in the face. So yeah, it was a tough cut, but it wasn't it wasn't sort of like, I don't know, it wasn't like some of the ones you see online, like a Darren Till or a Khabib cut. It was a reasonable cut. It did get tough towards the end, but I mean, I've had cuts where it's been plain sailing and I've looked exactly the same. So if people see me Friday and I'm looking a bit drawn in, don't be alarmed. This I'm actually, I'm on target at the minute to be one of my smoothest weight cuts to date. Their activity, but sorry, not activity, but we haven't had a lot of time between the two fights, and I really did did a good job of working with my nutritionist between camps to keep my weight nice and low. So we're on target for a nice. They're never nice. I say a nice cut, a comfortable cut. They're never fun. Like you could have to cut £2 or fucking £20 and it feels shit. But I'm on target for a nice weight cut.
Okay, good. Yeah, no,
But don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed on Friday.
I saw those pictures last time. I was like, this dude looks like fucking skeleton and bone.
This is why I got the art on. I'm wearing art everywhere. I'm gonna take the art off. You just see my cheek straight away.
I mean, you make a good point. Your first few cuts were behind a mask, so it makes sense.
Yeah. To be honest, that's why I like the mask. It doesn't look, my face doesn't look too bad now. I can mask. I can hide it a little bit, but no, I just gotta suck it up now and get on with it.
Absolutely, dude. So you liking the rocking the little I guess it's not really a goatee, but it's kind of a goatee.
Yeah, the classic Nick Diaz goatee coming into fight week for this one. It was a little bit shorter, but obviously I had my hair cut back before we traveled, so there's a bit of length to it now. But yeah, I'm gonna rock. I rocked it a couple of times in my Cage Warriors days, so I thought let's change it up a little bit. I had the beard for about 3 years now, so I thought let's change it up and bring the goatee back and see how things go.
Absolutely awesome. Well, I did want to ask, UFC London. Have you figured out why you're not like? Did they ever tell you why you weren't on UFC London or?
Well, I think the reasoning to start behind it was obviously they want to build my profile in America, but I get if I was on the main card on ABC, but I'm not. I'm on the prelims, and it's a fucking daytime card, so I don't know. I can't work it out. They must not want to sell tickets or something like that, because trust me, the crowd's going to be electric for Paddy and all them, no doubt. But it's a different little spin on it when the Welsh are there. You want to go watch my fights in Cage Warriors to see that. So I think they'll realize when they missed out. But I'm happy to be over here as well. I don't like the travel, so I don't like to spend time away from my family and my missus and my dogs. But at the same time, when I am away like this for a fight week or for 10 days for a fight, I feel a lot more isolated. I feel a lot more like hungry inside and a lot more focused in terms of I'm not here for a jolly. I'm not here on holiday. I'm over here to get a job done. So it almost puts me in like a war and a fight mindset very early on. So. There's pros and cons, and I've got a lot of friends and supporters on the East Coast. Got a good few fans coming to watch. Guys from the UK traveling, guys from Boston, from New York coming to watch me. So I look forward to performing for them and catching up with them after the fight as well. I mean, you know me, I'll fight anyone anyway. It just would have been nice to have a 3-hour drive, not an 8-hour flight to get to the hotel.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, so this is your second time on ABC, on an ABC card, I should say. You were on the main card for a little bit, and then you got bumped off for some fucking reason. What the fuck?
I don't know. I think I fucking pissed someone off. I think because I can't work it out. I know Misha and Lauren Murphy got moved to this card, so like no qualms with them being on the main card, but I don't want to sit here and like put other fighters down and whatever, because that's not me, and everyone deserves their shot at the limelight and wherever everyone deserves to be where they are. So I'm not gonna like sit here and put down the rest of the card or whatever, but there's a lot of people out there saying I was the number ranked 14 and 11. I was number 14 in the world, fighting number 11 in the world, and it's not even the main event of the prelims. It's not the fucking. It's not. So, it's not like it's just me being sour, having sour grapes and being pissed off over it. There's a lot of people online saying the same thing. But it is what it is. We'll come out there and put on the same show regardless of where we are on the card, I'm sure. But it would have been nice to get our main card slot, but whatever.
It has to happen next fight, or else I'm gonna fucking boycott.
So we keep saying.
All right, fine, dude. This next one, it has to happen. It has to happen. My buddy Marcel said that he had an idea that maybe you, since Ricky's fighting down to fight you, he wanted home field advantage, so So America, I don't know if, but it makes some sense, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could absolutely be that. But based on like a little interaction on Twitter, now Ricky seemed game to come to London. But again, I'm game to come over here. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like it's not going to play a factor in the fight that I've got to fight in America, because I'm a pro and I'm sensible. I'm not coming out 4 days before. I'm going to be jet lagged. I've been here 10 days now, so I'm going to be fully prepared and fully ready wherever we fight. That may well have been the reason, but I do feel like we deserve a main card slot, to be honest, especially the level we're both at. I think it's one of the best fights on the card. But whatever, we'll still, like I said, we're still going to come out and fight the same way regardless of where we fight.
No, for sure. All right. Well, stop bitching about it. It's hard to bring it about. All right. So Ricky Simone, man, it's a fight that we've been talking about for a minute. That it was bound to happen. What do you think of him as an opponent?
Yeah, really good. Very dangerous fighter. On a good win streak. The guys he's lost to have only been top tier guys. Dangerous everywhere. Obviously, he can strike and he can bang a bit, but his bread and butter is his wrestling and his wrestling base. So it's a good clash of styles. I do very much rate Ricky. I think he's very good, and he's one of the tougher fights in the division. But I'm not out here calling for the easy fights. I'm out here after my fights calling for the toughest guys, and go where I wanted, and I look forward to getting in and sharing the cage with him. He's very skilled, but I feel like with the right game plan and with my fight IQ that I can put on a good show and just show everyone that the level I actually am at.
Were you surprised that you got the fight?
50-50. When I called for it, like I called him and a couple of other names after the fight in London. They don't ever, the UFC, they never seem to agree with what I'm asking for. So I thought I probably won't get it, but everyone keeps saying I should call someone out. But I seen then obviously a couple of people are saying about it on Twitter, and Ricky sort of jumped on it and said, pretty much said he was game. And I sent my manager the tweet, and I was like, look, he's game, I'm game. Can we get this fucking sorted out? And within a couple of days it was done. So yeah, I can't complain. I got what I asked for with the fight for a sense, but we almost matched that one ourselves. They didn't have to put a lot of thought into that one. Me and Ricky pretty much both said we were down for that one before it even got offered, I think.
So do you think your guys' wrestling are going to cancel each other out and it's going to be a striking, or you think it's just going to be a kind of a wild fight no matter what happens?
I think he's going to come to wrestle, to be honest. I think he's going to come to wrestle. And I think he will be shocked by how good my wrestling is, especially defensively. But we will see. It's an MMA fight. It's not a wrestling match. It's not a boxing match. It's not a grappling match. It's going to be a fight where he's going to have to be ready to fight in all areas. And same with me. I've got to go out there and be ready to fight at all ranges in all areas of the fight. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I keep saying to people, don't doubt the Welsh wrestling. I know he's a very good wrestler, but I've pulled off some sneaky takedowns on good college wrestlers and Dagestani wrestlers before now, judo Olympians. So we'll see what happens. If it does cancel each other out, then we've got a good clash of styles on the feet as well. I'm long and rangy. He likes to be on the inside, so we'll see who wins our battle. But I think the fight will go everywhere, to tell the truth. I don't think there'll be an area. I fully expect to be on my back. I fully expect to be on top of him. I fully expect him to be shooting. Don't be surprised to see me mixing in a couple of takedowns as well. It's an MMA fight. That's what I do best. I fight best when I'm mixing it all together and putting it all together, as we've seen in my last couple of fights. So it's one of these. I'm just looking forward to going out there and fighting off instinct. The last fight to me was like kind of unorthodox. So it was almost I had to plan specifically for him, whereas this fight, not that Ricky is, because Ricky is a much better opponent in my opinion, but I can just go out there for this one and go with the flow and let my instincts take over and just fight how I want to fight within the moment.
At the end of the day, this Saturday, how do you get your hand raised?
I think I get a finish. I keep saying it. Maybe I'll start saying I'm going to get a decision win. I'm going to win by decision. I might fucking put him away then. But you know, I always do look for the finish. Even in my last fight to win a decision, you know, I did my utmost best to get him out of there, and I'm gonna try and finish him just as I expect him to try and finish me. So, but if it goes a decision, you know, it goes a decision. I just don't see how this fight is going to be a boring fight, whatever way it goes. So, you know, it's one I'm looking forward to, but I definitely intend on coming away with victory, that's for sure.
Awesome. I have two things that I keep hearing people say, and I just want your reaction. One, and it's two things that are trying to knock you down. One, they're saying that now all of the people you beat are outside of the UFC, right? And my comeback was like, well, is that because Jack sent them out of the UFC, or, you know, come on? I mean, it's like two ways. And the other one is Jack Shore is boring, right? And we talked about this last time, but it's like these are fans that obviously have never watched, have only watched your last two fights against top level competition, right? So it's like it's just crazy, dude.
Yes. Look, Stylebender did a really good post-fight interview last weekend where he said that, you know, there was a time where he used to watch GSP fight, and GSP is dominating these elite level guys, and people used to say he was boring, and he's exactly the same. He's almost like, what the fuck? What are you watching? You know, if you're obviously dumb. You know what I mean? You don't know what you're watching. If a guy that is as good as they say now, and you've got a guy like GSP coming out and dominating, and same with Izzy, you know, these guys are world class. All right, the fight wasn't a barn burner, but he's going out there and outclassing them that bad that you know they can't get near him. If you don't know what you're watching, that's on you. If you want to go and watch fucking bare knuckle boxing, or go and watch a fucking unlicensed fight, an unlicensed card or something. Look, like let's look at it logically. My last fight wasn't boring. You know, there's people crying out. People like Brendan Schaub crying out. There was a robbery that it wasn't fight the night. There's people like Ariel Awani saying that round 3 will be contender for round 3 for round of the year. So that fight wasn't boring. The fight before, I fought a guy with one fucking arm. You know, a change your opponent on 7 days' notice with one arm. You know, I could have pulled out. If I went there with two arms, it probably wouldn't last around. But I fought him with one arm. And the fight before with Hunter wasn't boring either. Neither was, you know. And then the two fights before that I finished. So what are we watching? What are we doing? Do you know what I mean? Look, you can't please everyone. If I go out and try and please everyone, I can't please myself. So as long as I'm pleasing my coaches and my family and my friends are all proud of me, then I really couldn't give a fuck. I mean, I'm over it now. Like I'd come off Twitter as well because I used to get irritated by comments and want to get into war words with people. I think I'm just at the stage in my life now where I've hit the maturity of fuck what people think. If you don't like me or you don't like my style of fighting, unfollow me or turn the TV off when I'm fighting. You don't like it that bad, turn it off. You know, if there's certain people I don't like watching, there's certain sports I don't like. Like it's like I don't like watching golf, so I don't put the Masters on and complain how fucking boring golf is. I just don't watch it. So you know, it is what it is. You can't please everyone. I'm at the point now. I'm fighting the best guys in the world. I'm making really good money to do it. I'm making. You know, I'm laying like a life for myself and my family that I only ever dreamed of as a kid. You know, like I said, I'm a guy from a small town in Wales, and I'm out here in New York fighting. I probably couldn't have dreamed of this 10 years ago. And do you know what? It's always the people who've done the least that got the most to say. There's no one successful ripping me or any other fighting on Twitter. There's no one with millions in the bank who's got who's happy with his family and happy with their life and happy with how things are going for them. There's ripping anyone on Twitter. There's not. You know, these people that decide to jump on Twitter and Instagram and whatever and troll fighters and the fake accounts. So not even fighters, any sports person, you know, and anyone, you know, just to troll them. They're just not happy in themselves. They're sad with their own life. And one thing I can say is I'm very happy with my life. And you know, win, lose or draw, submission, knockout, decision, I'll carry on doing me, and I'll carry on being who I am, and I'm not going to change for anyone. And if you don't like it, like I said, switch the channel.
I love it. Lastly, for me, not looking past Ricky, but do you have a name in the back of your head that you have for your next one?
I mean, I don't have a specific name as such yet, just because the entire division seems to be matched up at the minute. You know, I would like, you know, I do like the thought of fighting some of the legends now, like your Aldos and your Dominic Cruzes and your Frankies, because those are guys I grew up looking up to and grew up watching. But I mean, at the minute, there's no real name specific. I got to kind of see how the fights play out over the next few weeks. But you know, I don't want to sound cliche in saying it. I'll fight anyone in the top 15, which people know. You know, they don't have to send me. They don't have to wait 3 days for me to steal on a contract whether to sign it or not. They know it'll be back within the hour. But yeah, I'm gonna see how the fights play out, and hopefully we can, provide it all goes well, like you said, and I beat Ricky. Then we can make a play for a nice fight towards the end of the year. But we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Jack, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it, especially during fight week. If you want to plug your social media, plug any sponsors you got, you want to thank anybody, the floor is yours.
Yeah, as always, you know, my team, my coaches, my family, my missus, my friends, all the boys at the gym, you know, my sponsors, and also everyone knows my social media, but I'll plug the YouTube channel. Check me out on YouTube, Jack Tank Show. We're getting the ball rolling now, me and Joe. Check out the Tanked Up podcast as well on Instagram. If you don't listen to it already, and then you're missing out. And that's probably a little bias for me to say, but get on there, follow us, and give us a subscribe. And yeah, look forward to seeing you all Saturday.